Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Our mission here at the garage, guys, is to save you as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Today we're going to show you a common problem on a Chrysler PT Cruiser. While you're driving it, sometimes you experience where all the lights will come on or they'll go off and you lose the speedometer, which means that you don't have power supply to the instrument cluster. And that's a common thing on a Chrysler PT Cruiser. And many people spend a lot of time and resources trying to figure this one out. Electrical problems are the ones that are really tough to solve. So right here, first we'll need to remove that plastic cover under the steering wheel. And right there is one screw with a T20 screwdriver and two more, one here and one right there with a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, you can see in most of the times there is wires that go from the ignition and they contact the metal plate right here, and sometimes they get pinched or they get peeled, and that makes it lose ground pretty much to shorten it. Or sometimes it's the wires that goes inside the ignition switch. So we'll see what's the case with this one exactly. Very seldom it will be the ignition switch, which will mean that you need to replace the ignition switch, but in our case that's like 1 out of 10 vehicles that we did so far. So we'll see now if we can save this one. Okay, right there. And now what you need to do, you need to pull the top plastic like that. You move the steering wheel down a little bit, you move the top plastic, and now you pull the bottom plastic out of there. The thing about it is like it goes in the ignition switch, so you need to jump it to go over it, and then you need to go with the steering wheel all the way up and now through right here. So okay, this one is right there. Okay, so now right here, those are the wires that we're talking about. That's coming from the ignition switch right there, and there is a metal plate underneath it, and sometimes they contact that metal plate and they go bad, and sometimes it's just a loose wire in the plug right there. So in order to do that, we'll need to remove it, and I advise you to remove the battery, unhook the battery first, because we might cause some damage if we touch two wires at the same time. So always unhook the battery before you remove the wires. Okay, we unhooked the battery and we want to wait for about 15 minutes because you're very close to the airbag here and the wires for the airbag, so we don't want to take any chances. And now, in order to remove the plug right there, you need to get a flathead screwdriver, and that red thing is the one preventing it from getting loose, so you need to push to the outside like that. And now you push on the downside, there is a thing that you push in. I'll show you in a second. Okay, this one right there. You push in and you pull. So those are the wires right here, and as you can see, this one is just loose wire right there, too loose. So that's the problem with this one. We just use screwdriver or a knife. We're going to make them a little bit tighter, and that will fix the problem for this one. Okay, with a little knife you need to get there. That thing is hard to explain, but you need to just make them come close to each other, but not too close, because the metal piece needs to contact with them to get inside. Right there. To make the wires tight, so you will not have any play, because when you have play, that's when it loses ground and you lose all the lights, and the dashboard, the instrument cluster do not work. So what you need to do now, just go ahead, push it in, install it, and after that put the safety red log on it. Okay, you're going to hear it click and push. Okay, we put it back together. As you can see, we test drove it and we do not have any problems with it right now. We moved even the wires. You can check, like when you get the steering wheel in upper position, when it does that, when you lose power, you can move the wires here a little bit and see if that will fix it. So you can see if the problem is right there. So in our case it was just a loose wire going to the ignition switch. Thank you guys for watching us. If you have any questions, let us know. Please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Hopefully guys the video was helpful. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Guys, we have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can guys save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.